Read the thing on the bottom. Mike David, Redbar, Scarsclub. It's all a joke. This is a movie. Okay? Yep. It's a joke movie. It's a movie about a crazy guy. Okay? Me and this Arizona gang, I know we used to hate them. We've really bonded. And now there's no turning back. We're brothers for life.
Spoon with Harley, Danny, Todd, and you in a giant bed.
Yeah. Oh no.
Like,
and Sven, seriously, Sven.
And you know
no,
Kanye's
Sven. Listen to this.
Video?
Sven. I trust these guys now, and I would let them all take turns with Jules.
Oh, listen, I love the Arizona guys.
Did you hear what I said?
My favorite guy.
I'd let them all fuck Jules in the ass.
Oh.
I don't even care. These guys are that cool. I'd let you, Harley, Todd, and Danny all fuck her.
I could not have more respect for them.
Yeah. They'd fuck her up, too. Punch her, beat her to death. Make her bleed. I'd suck the blood from their dicks. Do you hear this? I drink the blood from Danny Woodward's
piss. You're
such
a generous man.
I'd suck
You're
the
a
blood.
bug chaser.
Wait, listen. I'd suck the blood out of Danny Woodward's piss hole if it came from my wife's wounds.
Jesus Christ.
From him fucking her up the ass. I don't give a shit. These guys are cool. Do you understand? Now, I hope you understand how cool they are. And they've never been with a woman
Todd
like this.
Says, I appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it. LOL, oh no, they're saying. Not oh no. Trust me, this is beyond
You
me.
have to, in fact.
This is beyond. I'm telling you, a real cuck lets these guys do what they need to
Can't
do.
we just do the nice spoon?
Not a
like
real
I
cuck.
asked?
Being a cuck is cool now.
No, not being a cuck. I'm saying you are a cuck if you don't want that. A real
if you don't
man.
want him to destroy her womb with
A
her
real
cock
man
you suck
allows these guys to do their punishments. As evil as they need to be, I'm always on the side with evil. And an evil is a hurt woman is the essence of evil. And a hurt woman crying and screaming.
Wait, what is happening?
What? What do you mean?
No, he's right. Go off, queen.
He's right. Yes.
Pop off.
Yeah, pop off.
Off, king.
Not cuckitude. Real evil is allowing a woman to be distributed.
There, Todd says,
What
let's
the
just have a
fuck
pizza
is?
party.
Imagine
That's
listening
more
to
my
Red.
style.
Imagine listening to Red Bar. I mean, come on.
Well,
there was
Jules,
no
a pizza
show.
party is destroying an underage girl.
No
That's
other
a
hosts
pizza
are
party.
offering up their wives for brutal sex acts. You are a cuck if you're offended by that. A real guy is confident enough where his wife could get his head cut off and fucked in the neck head thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? You can get another wife. You can never get another fan. Mike's in rare form. I hope that's a compliment. Ha ha ha. Mike Truth, welcome, first time listeners. Imagine some guys listening to this.
That guy was just complaining like
And
5
Sven's been around for years. Sven, can you believe new people actually like this?
Yeah, it's your
They find
YouTube
this.
channel is pulling in a lot of new
Sven
people.
finds this. These people, they go, oh, finally, some guy. This is
Some
sick.
guy.
If you listen to this show, you got a fucking screw loose.
5 minutes ago, that guy who's just like, welcome first-time listeners, who's like, can we get back to the Schwab tape?
Really?
So that means he actually is
Wow.
a first-time listener.
Imagine-
forced to listen
Sorry.
to this.
Oh, sorry, this isn't good enough for you, this killing stuff?
Killing
this brutality?
Chinese people
You don't
being
like
nuked.
brutality of a man's wife? You sick fuck. The butt fucker, Joe Rogan. Okay, this is getting weird now.
Welcome,
Please.
Jim Walker, new guy,
Spare
2
me.
months.
Will you spare me?
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to.
That's not up to him. That's up to Danny Woodward.
Fuck. Well, that
Danny
I'm
Woodward
fucked.
never fucked my wife. These people would bow to you.
Yeah.
No one would fuck you. You've got herpes. Just that's
God.
no. Stop it.
Stop.
That's you don't want to see a guy do that. And I am one to go, you never You never, a good couple never shits on each other in front of people.
I was just about to say,
we
when
know
me and
that.
Mike first started the show, we were like, we will never say
Never.
a bad word about each other on
Never.
the air. And cut to 2 years later, he's like, cut her head off, fuck the hole, and she has herpes.
I only say that to people who think I'm like soft.
Yet
I'm
still
trying to show them it's like
necessary.
Dude.
It's par for the course.
Exactly. It's like they know I don't mean that. They just know that, okay, this guy's, okay, he's not a fag. He's got his wife on the show, but if he's saying, come fuck my wife, cut her head off, that's a different type of guy. That guy's cool. Jeez, Mike, ever heard of veneration?
Venerate the housewife.
Yeah. And she's a good housewife.
I lost my goddamn Shaninda.
Oh,
here it is.
Don't. Come on. No. Please, please hold it in. Hold it in. I'm not cleaning it up. Please.
Shh. Everyone quiet.
I'm
I'm so sorry. I hate to. I'm so sick. I have a real problem here. Mike, can you at least confirm you're not dying? I have no other I'm not dying. I have a... People don't believe... I don't know how to say this. I don't want to tell you what disease I have. I don't need sympathy.
Tell them?
I literally... And Sven, you could tell them.
Yeah.
I have a fucking terrible autoimmune disease. I'm not kidding.
Mike does have a legitimate disease that is debilitating and painful.
Some days I can't get out of bed. Some days I can't walk.
I've heard about this for a couple of years.
I've told people this. They think I'm joking. I'm not going to tell you the disease. You don't need to know everything about me. That would be like me showing you my underwear.
Can you pull up a picture of a human anatomy and point towards where the location of the disease is?
I'll tell you this, and people are going to laugh at me. I don't give a shit. This isn't a bit. I have like a Michaela Peterson type thing. Autoimmune. We don't know what it is. I have terrible joint pain. I can't walk some days.
Let's just say, Mike...
I'm not kidding. Wait, no, they're going to think I'm kidding. They're going to think I'm kidding. I think I should say it already. Because people, they give me a real hard time here, and I wish they knew.
I don't know why you just... I told everyone about my fucking stomach.
Because I don't want to be... I don't want it to be about that. You know?
All right.
And I'm trying to fight this thing and get over it, but it's been, 2.5 years of my life. It's very complicated. We don't know what it is, but some days I can't walk! And now she's crying.
Yes.
We don't want to talk about it. But I can't do a lot of things. It's very funny. Ha ha ha. He's getting what he deserves.
Mike has AIDS. It's because you said
it's
you
not
have an
AIDS.
autoimmune disease.
Well, it's an autoimmune thing. And that's why I can't talk about it, because it's like Michaela Peterson. You go, okay,
it's
she's making
AIDS.
it up.
People don't want disease talk all
it's
day,
a fake disease. He's making it up. It's not real. Okay.
No, I will
We'll
tell them, yes, it is a real thing.
There you go.
I can confirm it's real also.
And we were thinking about this for a while. Listen, I know this sounds like a spur of the moment thing. We've been thinking about it for a while. I even told Harley 138 because he was like, you should come to Arizona. And I'm like, I would love to come to Arizona. I literally can't walk some days.
Listen, you can still come to Amsterdam. I'll wheel you around in a wheelchair.
Yes, please.
It's not funny. And
No, I will. I
will
it.
do it too. We'll both push you.
So here it is, and this is the big announcement. I actually do have this unknown disease that they can't cure, and it's very bad. Now, I know, isn't this is kind of weird?
I can't believe you're opening up.
I mean, you
about
finally
this
said
right now.
it. I mean,
Jesus
not completely
Christ.
yet.
He's
We're
literally
50%
been
there.
keeping this a secret for like 2 years.
Well, because it's not something that
but
is
I get
relevant.
It. You don't want everybody to be.
No, I'm trying to push
you.
through, and I had a really hard time the first year with it, and that's when I was canceling a lot of shows for it. And it was very hard because a lot of people were going after me. Oh, he's canceling it. And I'm sitting there like not able to walk. And I'm going, God, I wish I could fucking just tell them. And this is really embarrassing now.
Why is that embarrassing? Who gives a shit?
Well, because, you got to push
Come
through
to
it.
Holland. Is Jim Walker from Holland? Never mind.
Never mind. Let's move on. Really, no one has to worry about it. I'm still here 2 days a week is fine, and it's still very fun. Very fun. But
You'll get over it eventually.
It has to be, you know what? It hit the 2-year mark, and I'm sitting here going, okay, this isn't going away. It's not like something I could fix. You got to tell them eventually. Otherwise, they're going to know something's up, you know? It's weird.
But I feel like what's going to happen now is everybody's going to speculate about you having AIDS.
I don't give a shit. I couldn't care if people thought I was a rapist. I mean, honestly,
okay.
seriously, and if people have been watching me, this health problem has led me to come to this place where it's like, I couldn't care about anything anyone says about me. I mean, there are days where literally I can't get up, and everything else falls beneath that. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is nothing compared to that. So when people say, oh, this and that, I couldn't give a fuck. And when I say that, I really couldn't give a fuck. And so finally, I just had to say it because it's like, got to fill people in. It's not looking too good. I'll tell you that. There's not many outcomes. It's getting worse. I'll say that.
It's still getting worse? I thought the last time you said it kind of stagnated.
It's getting worse.
Oh, no.
And there's just nothing I could do, and that's fine. But hold on, this is good. The motivation here is things can be very bad. I've gone through a lot of bad things in my life. Boarding school, that being sent away thing, being banned, being ostracized, being kicked out.
Raided by your uncle?
It's all fine. Deal with it, says Weezer. Get over yourself. It's not about you all the time. Wah, wah, wah. You'll be fine. Yes. Do I shake in incredible pain daily? Maybe. It's fine. You get over it. You move on. Stop playing the victim. It's fine. This is weird.
Jules, can you get rid of...
I haven't looked at the chat.
Every single person is like...
Jules, can you get rid of Studi real quick, please?
What is he doing? What is the studio?
He's just irritating me.
Meat diet is secure, and this is why people saw me try the meat diet. I did try the meat diet. That's the truth. And listen,
that's what I was about to say. You tried all these diets and shit,
yeah,
but nothing really
else. It doesn't work. They don't know. The doctors don't know. They don't care. They rip you off. They just don't care, and it's just what it is. And I even make fun of Michaela Peterson, who's telling you she has all these mystery illnesses that can't get solved. So I'm not even empathetic to my own disease. So now you know when I make fun of people who die and cancer and all that, and they go, oh, yeah, well, I hope you get... Well, I have. And you could still make fun of people. You could still make fun of me. Oh, he's got a disease. Ha, ha, ha. Doesn't hurt my feelings. It does. Yeah, he's got a disease. That sucks. He sucks more now. So I think it's more important to show people that you shouldn't, let this be like a victimizing thing, even though that it is. But you know what? It's come time enough where I go, you know what? I want these people to know because maybe they'll give me a little more space here. You know, they've been so cruel to me. You make one fucking misstep here on the show. Oh, why isn't he doing a show today? Well, maybe I can't get out of bed. And I hid that from you for 3 years and watched you just say this shit to me, and I wished I could tell you. And he knew, and she knew, but we said, listen, no, we're not going to be pussy-ass victims.
Yep.
And now I let it slide.
Todd,
I didn't even mean to let it slide today.
I literally am blown away that you're talking about
I know.
this
I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
I mean, I actually always wondered why you didn't just come out and say it. But I guess, yeah, I understand.
It's just not. I don't want to make the show about me. I wanted it to be like, hey, we're having fun today. It's not about me.
I mean, you're not dying. It is.
I'm not dying, but
you're not dying because people are saying testicular cancer and shit.
It's not that bad.
That you're gonna see that now a lot. But
please tell us. I told you I have an autoimmune thing. The joint pain. It's the joint thing, like Michaela Peterson has.
Can we get rid of Studi, please?
And it's debilitating when these people say they have it. Okay, so this is what it is. Some days you wake up.
You need to give Jules the word to get rid of Studi.
What is he doing? What's Studi saying?
He's irritating. He's going, Sven, I like you, right? And stuff like that. Just get rid of him. For now. You let him get back in next time.
What do you think? I mean, this is all Sven. What do people think?
I honestly feel bad banning Studi.
He's
to be
irritating.
With you, but I know he's irritating.
There's nothing he's adding.
How about this?
Irritating, whiny bitch.
Studi needs to shut up for a little bit.
Shut the fuck up, Studi, please.
So here's the thing. Some days there's this pain, full body pain, and you can't walk. You can't move. You're fucked. You can't get up. It's like the worst pain ever. So that's it. And there's other stuff, but you don't need to know. But just know it's been very, very tough. And we're trying to work through it.
Jesus Christ. This is so...
I don't know what they want.
Crazy.
But that's what it is. Right?
Yes.
So that's all you need to know. I was trying to hide it from people because I thought maybe it would pass. And it's only gotten worse. So here we are.
I've dealt with a similar thing, but it was like 1,000th of the degree you had it. And even that was debilitating for just 2 months.
Yeah. But it's fine. It's all okay.
I'm talking pulling Band-Aids out of an open wound.
Yeah.
So then maybe people can understand sort of the direction they need to look in.
No.
I won't say more than
that. Any directions. Let's move on. Let's forget about.
Fuck! Now you really put everyone in a bad mood.
I don't know what I can do. We're at the end of the show anyway. It's a good time.
No, we're not at the end of the show.
Yeah,
You're
you have
fucking
to do
nuts.
the Brendan Schaub video.
Sorry, Mike. I'm sure it'll go away.
Waiting.
I promise you, unless the future it's not going away. I mean, the doctor
have to be inventions.
Literally, the doctors have said it's only going to get worse. Literally.
Stop now.
I'm not
okay?
kidding. I'm not funny.
You're making everybody upset.
I mean, it's out in the open now. I'm trying to be honest here. It's not going away. It's not a flu. It's not a cold. The doctors don't know what to do, and I'm fucked.
Well, you have to amputate.
Listen, does anyone deserve it more than me? This is God punishing me. No one deserves it more than me. I don't want to open it because then it's like, haha, he's getting what he deserves. Yeah, I am. So this is the consequence. You want to be a tough guy? You want to make fun of me?
You should atone for your sins. Let's call up every fool and apologize on this show tonight.
Is it Parkinson's? It's not any of this stuff. Just don't worry about it. But I told Harley the other day because he was like, dude, seriously, you should come out to Arizona. And I'm like, fuck, I can't keep dodging everybody. I got to tell them why I can't even go on an airplane. Like, literally, I can't fly. I'm on the no-fly list. I can't. You know this.
Now you're going to think you're spreading a pathogen.
I can't fly. I'm not spreading. I'm not contagious. I can't fly.
It's nothing contagious.
Literally, I can't go on a plane. It's too hurtful.
And it's also because, they're wary of people who look like Muslims.
There's that too. Oh, this is very depressing. Like Crowder wears an arm brace to protect his ass. Mike D wears an autoimmune D to combat beatdowns. I wish. Nice is still going. Wow, Iranian syndrome. It's fine. I don't get offended by any of this stuff. And by the way, we've been making fun of people who have the same problems for years. Just to show you, I am not sensitive. And I've been watching these people all the time like, oh yeah, I hope you get cancer and then you'd see how bad it... Because I make fun of Michaela's family for getting cancer and shit. What I have, by the way, I feel is worse than cancer. I will go ahead and say that. I will go ahead and say it is equal to cancer. And it's like, we have so much respect for people that have cancer. Nobody gives a fuck about me. And that's why I'm so evil. That's why I'm like, cancer, shut up. Everybody loves you when you get cancer. I have a disease and nobody even knows.
Well, you were evil before your disease.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you come out and say you have cancer, everyone bows to you and sympathies abound. If I say I have this disease and it's debilitating, people don't even care. They don't know.
Well, if it's sympathy you want, maybe you should start transitioning. That would be the best.
Cancer respect is pretty sweet, says Brandon Mueller. Exactly. USA have cancer. Case closed. Everybody is on your side.
Let's have a drink.
Yeah, let's have a drink. By the way, the drinking makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, that's what it does with me too, even if I'm not allowed to drink.
For those you don't know, the drinking actually, and to be honest with you, do you remember about a year ago when I was doing this show and people started saying, why does Mike look so tired? It seems like he doesn't even like the show. Remember that? And I was like, oh. I was in so much severe pain on this show that literally sitting in the seat, Sven remembers one day where I said, I got to end the show. I got up, I ran to my room, and I collapsed because I was in so much pain. I started drinking on this show, and it allows me to sit here for a few hours without collapsing. I know that sounds sad. You don't have to think it's sad, but it does mute. This sounds horrible, right? Yes. She's looking at me like, oh, fuck. We've changed the whole trajectory of the show. I'm not kidding. Mike, have you tried not drinking so much? Look at this asshole. I didn't drink for years. Sven, you know this. What an asshole. Mike
he's
is
tried
like
everything. He's tried every diet, every pill, every juice, every fucking ointment. You know, let the guy have a drink.
Jesus.
That's not a good look.
Please. We're not, right
that
after
was too much.
Sick talk.
I know, I'm sorry.
Big puke?
No, I'm not going to puke. That was scratch. Cut to him. Oh, that was a big one.
Hit or miss. I guess you never miss. Huh? Got a boyfriend.
But no, this is 100% real and it's not a joke. A lot of people think you're joking still.
That'd be a
He's
big
not
bet.
joking, okay? He's not joking.
Oh, fuck. I feel sick now.
No, I thought we were going to have some fun.
We are. Hold on. Fuck, that was too big. We're going to take a break.
They're saying you're milking it now.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
All right.
Rasman Barnia, he don't eat no meat. Dreadlocks man, sir, his method is sweet. Now we taking over just like a religion. Anywhere you go, you must see a Rasta man. Rasta man dead, Massa done dead. Rasta man dead, Rasta man say, come into Jah and your life will be happy. Rasta man like to knock the drum.
He's okay. I'm back.
Oh my God.
Sven. All right. Hold on a sec. All right. Hold on. All right. We're back, everybody, on a very special Red Bar. Okay.
He sprinted out of the room going,
So I'm crying. That's it for the booze today.
yes, skip.
Money?
That was I feel so much better now. I really expelled.
You vommed?
I did.
Yes.
And you know what? It was the first time where I go, just let it be. Because I always try to hold back I hate puking. So I always try to hold it in. And this time I go, just let it go. And I went,
dude, I would go like, I've had a few too much. I just put a finger in my throat and vomit. And
see, I can't do that.
I do that all the time. I can. The second I have a tiny little rumbly in my tumbly, I stick my finger right down there, and it's everything I've eaten.
I used
today
to vomit every day I went out.
yeah.
I just I walk into a little alleyway, vomit. All right, we're good to go.
Yes, that's the only way to restart.
But now I can't physically vomit anymore because I can't in my stomach. So
I've never been able to. I've always, every time I've been nauseous through childhood, even stomach flu, all that, I try to hold it in because vomiting to me is the absolute worst pain you could go through. So I try to go and I get silent. I don't like making myself puke or engaging in that.
Of course, nobody likes it, but it's with anything, you'll get used to it eventually.
Well, I don't want to get used to that. And today I fucking puked. Has any show puked this much?
No.
And they must think I'm a degenerate, but come on, there's got to be more.
That's a moniker of respect.
So I just uked. I mean, there were tears coming from my eyes. Jules was very concerned.
I don't even really get that.
Did you hold his hair?
I ran in there and was worried.
I'm one of those guys where if I got to puke, no one could be around. Everyone must shut up. It must be complete silence. No talking to me. I must puke alone. And I did, and I feel a lot better.
In his diaper.
And you're going to feel away. If you didn't puke just now, tonight, in like 2 hours, you'd be in hell.
I'd be in hell.
You'll feel
and
better.
That felt way better.
A nice
it was.
Puke voids the hangover by like 50%.
That gulp was just too much for me today. So let's have some of this Pedialyte. It's the Dasani. Mike, you really do make my day. We don't need any of that.
A lot of people are doing sincere opening ups to you right now because of
Listen,
disease.
I wanted that. I do want that. I'm not reading any of them today. So
I read all of them.
I'll tell you this. Copy and paste them. Email them to me because I'm not reading them today. But we don't need that. We're fine. But I'm telling you.
And nothing's changed, by the way. Like, don't get worried that all of a sudden you have a disease and everything's changing now.
No.
We've been hiding
if anything
this
would have
for
changed,
years.
I've been hiding it for years. And if anything had changed, it was years ago. And there was a disruption. I remember when everyone started getting mad at me. And it was because I was so sick. I guess I wasn't performing up to par. I don't even know. I thought I was. Like, I was doing the show, I thought, as normal. I didn't think anyone would notice, but I guess I was acting very tired. And maybe I was in so much pain that I was sleepy on the show. And people started saying, oh, this isn't the same.
But I feel like...
I don't know.
I don't know. You're fine.
I didn't care. And...
you guys want to see my new glasses?
Yeah,
yes.
That would be great.
Oh, my God, please.
Ooh,
wow.
Look at that. You know, I've got a pair like that right over there if you want to grab them for me.
Yes, I will. Where are they?
Right there on the table there. The yellow ones there.
They're big.
Look at this, Sven. Oh, you can't see me, but you can see me in a second. Look at this. Got the same ones.
Wait, you're wearing them already?
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing them. You'll see it on the... Get out of here! Same glasses, pretty much. Mine are yellow tinted. They were $7.95 on Amazon. I got them from my hippie costume.
Ooh, wait. Mike, look at this. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see this. He's switching his frames. Let's see what he's going to do. Whoa, the same ones, jet black. Wow, look at that. That actually looks good on you. You look like a hacker, if I might say.
Yeah,
are you a hacker?
Oh my God, that's so cute.
You look really good lately.
Sven is one of the Earth's biggest cuties. I don't think you
he's
guys
really
even know,
like,
he's just so
people on it, and he's wearing a Redbar shirt. Where did you get that shirt?
Sometimes you just want to reach over and just pinch him right on the cheek.
Look at his shirt, Cash for Tapes. He's wearing that. He could fit into that. That's a large. So he's not fat. If that's a large, he ain't fat. All right, we've got. Do you want to see this Brendan Schaub thing?
He ain't fat. That's the greatest
show the Brendan Schaub thing quickly. And
do you want to see this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like people need to see it.
Brendan Schaub was caught, and Theo Von was caught. This should be the end of this shit. Now, imagine. Here's what I want you to do, and I used to always say this about Melton. Imagine it was me. Imagine you're watching Redbar and you're thinking one thing and then you find out it's the other. Imagine you're watching Redbar and then you learned that everything I ever said was off a teleprompter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about this. Yeah, that's what
Would you ever forgive me? Imagine if you just learned tomorrow that everything Redbar did was off a script, a pre-written script, a teleprompter. Would you be sick to your stomach? Wouldn't you find that offensive? Wouldn't you find when you go, oh, he really pulled the wool over my eyes? This guy tricked me. Now,
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, right. Imagine, especially Redbar, this program.
Yeah.
Now, Theo Von.
But I mean, that's about the worst thing that could ever happen to you live on air.
Yeah, if you found out that this was all a hoax. Now pull up King and the Sting.
Okay.
And if you don't know King and the Sting, I've been covering them for years. You know, a lot of people want to give Theo Von, comedian Theo Von, the benefit of the doubt. They want to pretend that he's not like the other comedians. He's cool.
He's so charming.
The guy is I'm sorry, he's folded. He wants to be. If you don't hate Chris D'Elia, I hate you. How about that? If you think Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia are fine people and you work with them, sorry, you're on my no-fly list. So Theo Von, as great as a guy as you think he might be, as wonderful as you think he might be, he works with Brendan Schaub. He's an LA comedian through and through. He ain't cool. He does a show with Brendan Schaub called King It or Sting It, The King and the Sting, and it's supposed to be...
How did these guys even end up together? Because I would think Schwab was way down the totem pole from
Well,
even a guy
I'll tell you. There is... And let me see if we could screen share. Do you see this now, or are we off?
Fuck yeah, son.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, okay. This is the King It or Sting It, and let me tell you what's happened in L.A. The L.A. podcast scene has become, in the last 2 years, a golden ticket. They found out, and Rogan started this whole thing, when they found out that Rogan was making a minimum of $33,000 per episode. The entire comedy scene said, wait a minute, even if I'm making a third of that, I needs to do a podcast. And Rogan showed them how to do it. And by the way, Rogan's making almost $60,000 per episode. So when you go, why did he? I can't believe he came out with 4 podcasts this week. It's almost evil to take that kind of money. You know what I mean? It's like, that's Friends money that he's taking for the podcast. And it's just Joe Rogan sitting around wasting your time. And here's why.
Who is he taking it from, though?
Well, here's
from
why.
Even worse people.
I'll tell you. Who's he taking it from? He's taking it from us. So here's the problem. We want to listen to Joe. We go, oh, Joe Rogan's got a new episode. Let me tune in. This might be something I want to hear. But what if you knew that Joe Rogan was only putting on episodes for the money, and what we're listening to is just him saying whatever he can say to fill 2 hours to get the money? So it's not like he's got something on his mind that he's itching to tell us, like me. It's not that he's got someone so interesting to talk to that he must share the interview with. He's doing episodes because the motivation is the money. Now, that's where it fucks with us. And if you don't understand this concept, let me explain a little further. We're listening to somebody. We only have so many hours in the day. Shouldn't we be listening to somebody because they actually have something they want to tell us instead of they want to make some money?
A great example of that right now, specifically in the context of today, is that he's just doing MMA podcasts to fill the void, just so he doesn't have to talk about the Ari situation. So that's literally just fluff.
So
he's not into that. He's not into it.
No, and every time a comedian does a podcast, it's mostly because they want that ad money, not because they have something that you need to hear. But we're being sold these podcasts as, oh, you got to tune in because you wait till you hear what I got to say next. We're giving them our ears. We're giving them our time because we assume that, they got something to say here. Let's hear it. But no, it's in fact a giant time fraud. Your time is more valuable than you think it is. You only have so many hours in the day. Should your time be taken up by needless, pointless conversation, blabble, back and forth, only because they want to collect ad money? That's what's really happening. I believe this to be a scam. You know, I only do Red Bar when I feel like I've got enough stuff to talk about. that I got to tell you.
And also, we get paid the same no matter how many episodes we do. So, anything extra is because we love you, not because of extra money.
And literally, some days I don't do podcasts because there's nothing that I really feel passionate about. To do it would just be to do it. That's stupid. And people's time is worth something. 3 hours of their time, you shouldn't take it just because you want money. And you should be offended by people who do that to you. Joe Rogan has started to do that to you. King and the Sting is an example of a podcast.
No, I will tell you, I've never ever listened to King of the Sting.
No one has.
I have no clue what this is.
And I'll tell you why they did it.
Shit.
So here's what's going on. Tom Segura, Brendan Schaub, Theo Vaughn, they all started doing these podcasts, and all of a sudden they started picking up listeners, and they go on all these other people's podcasts, and people started noticing, wow, you're getting 500,000 downloads per episode. That's some boku buck. That's valuable money. And every comedian started doing podcasts to rack in on this cash grab. And that's what it is. So they're filling your time. You're thinking they're here for you. They're here for themselves. Every time you see one of these podcasts, it's because they want money. They're making 20 grand here today. And they're just making up whatever they could say to fill the 2 hours because nonsense. You know what?
And we'll see an example of that in their script.
If somebody said to
quality.
me, Mike, talk for 2 hours, we'll give you 20 grand. Believe me, it'd be like a gun to your head. You'd be like, I'll come up with something. So thank God no one's offered me 20 grand because that would be tough. I'd probably do an extra show for 20 grand. But
maybe Louis will give
it would be good. So there's this King and the Sting, and I'll just show you what it is. And supposedly it's Theo Vaughn and Brendan Schaub riffing off the dome and being hysterical. However, we just found out none of this is off the dome. It's all pre-written by interns.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
And they read off a teleprompter. And so while you're supposed to be getting your thrills from this off-the-dome, quick-witted comedy, it turns out, no, none of it's off the dome.
No, the intern is writing your little joke.
It's all pre-written. And I'll tell you something, that makes a difference. The excitement comes from it being off the dome. You're supposed to go, wow, look at these guys. They're freestyling. They're off the dome. But when you find out that it's written and they're reading off a teleprompter, then you go, wait a minute, I'm kind of being scammed. I don't need these lame jokes. These lame jokes are only funny because I thought they were off the cuff. They're not funny if they're written. Written jokes should be 1,000,000 times better than this. So let's see. Here's King and the Sting. Look at this.
Back off my
cash grab show. They're draining you of your money.
Touch me, bro. I'm not touching you, dude.
You know what I meant to ask, dude, is in Europe, how things go, dude?
Huh?
How'd it go in Europe? I was getting some weird DMs.
Were you?
I was getting weird DMs, dude. Everyone's like, dude, I can't believe.
So it looks like they're broadcasting out of Candyman's shit stall.
Wait, the immediate vibe that I'm getting is that these guys are supposed to be like friends, bros, dude, best bros, but they fucking hate each other. You can tell that right at the bat.
So
and then you can also tell that he is already going off a prompter. Right now, the still you're having here is him reading off of something.
And that's
like,
the problem.
How did it go in Europe, bro? He didn't even know the guy went to Europe.
No. So the selling point is, these are two guys that are just so funny that they rattle them off their domes. And that would be something to watch. But if you knew that these guys were both reading off a script, wouldn't you find it pathetic and ripoff? So let's see. This is how they act. And we're going to watch that they actually, it's been found out that they read all of this word for word. Watch this.
Do a podcast with Alanis Morissette, dude. This is crazy. They said good luck following her, man. We don't know about her singing, but her set was fantastic. I was like, what? That's Theo. Come on, England, get on board.
Dude.
So the show is it's almost like over the top. Like here, I'll cut to like when they really get into it. Let's see.
Yeah, they keep talking about he has good mat talk. He's a cheerleader.
But dude,
bro.
they were excited. They're like, send Bobby Lee, man. Send Bobby. Tell him we want him.
So I don't know what any of this shit is, but if you're a fan, you're like, man, these guys are just entertaining nonstop. They always have something funny to say. Well, watch.
Yeah, but dude, you can tell him constantly reading off a prompter already.
Well, I never would have imagined that, but look at this.
No, but now that you can tell they're constantly watching off screen instead of talking to one another.
So look at this. This is Reddit. Dumb fuck Derek. And Derek is that half black guy girl intern that they have. Dumb fuck Derek accidentally showed Brendan Schaub's written out jokes on King and the Sting because he controls the computer. So instead of like cutting to the clip that they were going to show, he cut to
I have a theory.
a photo of his notepad, and it shows all the jokes written out word for word.
I have a theory, Mike.
Yeah.
This dumb fuck, what's his name? Derek?
Yeah.
I think he might have shown this on purpose.
You think so?
To show that, look what all the work I'm putting in. I'm writing all these jokes. And I'm not even getting any credit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
So they have a Word document. It's got all the jokes. Jules, wasn't there a video that shows how this went down?
Yeah. Isn't it in the note? Hold on one sec.
Let's see.
The clip, the first note.
The first note. Clip. Okay, let's watch the clip of what happened here. And by the way,
look at this, dude.
Wait a minute. By the way, they edited this out of the show. So this is evidence here. So there's a clip on the show we're going to play. This was live on the show, and this is how it was exposed. Watch this. Here's the King and the Sting.
Yeah, look at this, dude. Sink my ink, bro. This is it,
and
dude.
then look, dude. So
look at this.
They're doing the show, and then it cuts to that note document because the guy accidentally put the wrong screen up.
They meant to show just that picture of Chris D'Elia's ink,
and then
they
showed
accidentally
the
left
note.
that up.
Here it is.
Yeah, look at this, dude. Sink my ink, bro. This is it, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so it showed the notes. Now, this could be harmless if they didn't delete it out of the republished episode. So they took down this episode, cut that out, and republished it.
Well, you can edit stuff out without having to republish.
Yeah, well, but that's the same thing. So here is the note. Look at this. Al Pacino versus Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is better. He did Meet the Parents. When has Pacino ever been funny? If we're going dramas, it's tit for tat. But the fact Senior can't be funny changes the game. They're both so old. It's the competition, and it's word.
Listen to this. They're both so old. Is the competition who's
gonna die first? So it's
it's all verses.
It's not just a show note that's like Robert De Niro joke. Do that. It's word for word. It's a full script, including like mannerisms,
but
including
it's also all of them are the same concept. Al Pacino versus Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Spiders versus snakes.
Well, because on the show, what they do is the
it's
producer
versus.
guy brings up like a picture of something, and he's like, "Okay, here's our topic."
It's versus King versus Sting.
They even have a concept.
Yes. So, but look at this. This is what's so sick.
But the point of the show is supposed to be that the producers just bring this up to Theo and Brendan, and they're comedians, so they just riff on whatever
but
topic.
the jokes are already there. I got it. Oh my god.
And listen to this. So even when like they go, they both are so old. They write SOOOOO so that when Brendan says it, he goes, "They're so old." So they even it's not like a show note where you're just like remembering what you want to talk about. It's they're writing out the vernacular, like when you say so old, and it's word for word. It's matched up. The whole show is scripted.
Oh my god! My god!
They edited this out of the podcast and will not speak about it.
They should have to quit this show now.
I mean,
they should have to say sorry, guys. I know. Bye.
Right?
Read what's scarier, spiders or snakes?
So look at this. What's scarier, spiders or snakes? This is supposed to be a normal conversation. Dude, snakes are scarier. You could squish a snake with a flip-flop. Snakes can bite.
That's a mistake, by the way, because they meant to say you can squish a spider with a flip-flop.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
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 Snakes can bite and have range. A spider is only scary because they're ugly as shit. Nothing's scarier than feeling those 8 legs crawling on your skin. So they're even doing the back and forths. I mean,
but the intern wrote the joke wrong too. I wonder if they flubbed the same line in the joke in the show.
people are outraged. Somebody
if the guy says snakes are scary, you can squash a snake with a flip flop in the show. Then he read the script wrong.
Now,
yeah. They always read it wrong.
I actually can't confirm if they even went over this stuff on that show because I refuse to watch a full King and the Sting episode, and they have an unsearchable YouTube video, so you can't search the terms. Because I wanted to see if they read it exactly the same way.
They did. They always do. Look at this. Dumb fuck Derek accidentally showed Brendan's written out jokes on King and the Sting. People are saying, having ghostwriters for a podcast, how good is the Comedy Store, though? What? How the fuck can you read this and be like, yeah, that's hilarious. Great idea.
Everything on this Reddit is just a joke of the guys doing Brendan's voice. So when he says comedy, they're like making fun of Brendan's stupid voice.
Can we please have some justice in this world? Like, this is what I mean. If I did any of this, I'd be done. Enzo, these people stick up for these guys no matter what. I could put this on YouTube and them like, someone's jealous of them. What?
This is fraud. Everybody should be going after these guys.
It doesn't end. I mean, nobody will back down from the people they're fans with. It's crazy. And I mean, people in our chat are saying this is a crime.
It is a crime.
Every episode of Redbar.
I would say this is comedy fraud.
I would say that's fraud because you're laughing because you think it's guys coming up with it on the fly. And that's totally different than it being pre-written.
Yeah, they should have like a little pop-up at the front going, this is a scripted show, filmed in front of a live audience.
What do we got from Xander? It says, Derek and Hassan are guys from the Comedy Store that Brendan hires to write his jokes and open for him on the road.
Yes, me and Xander were just chatting.
Oh, wow.
Here, I'll send you the other Reddit post.
Yeah, I would love to see this.
I'm telling you, the guy revealed that he was writing that on purpose.
You think he wanted to get credit, like, hey, check this out.
He wanted to. He didn't show this to be righteous. Like, look, these guys are scripted, but he showed people so he could get credit for this whole show.
Look at this.
Because he's the one writing the jokes.
You might be right. Look at this. Did Brandon hire a writer to help him on King and the Sting? Near the start of the latest episode, Theo mentions they have a new writer that's helping us out. It's tough, B. You use up all your mullet lines, okay? That mostly likely refers to the segments of the show and developing. I don't know.
No, that's what he's saying. He's saying that.
Hold on, we're gonna read this.
It refers to the segments, but he's not just. He is writing out the segments, but also the entire script.
This is a comment on the latest debacle.
Okay, here's the. I should read this whole thing.
I mean, I just was interested. Does anyone know what they're talking about? It's not exactly unexpected considering in the weird mini doc leading up to Brendan's special, he included footage of Derek over at his house collaborating, writing jokes and mentioning they do it every Thursday. So they get together every Thursday. They get together
and all these guys write it out and then they perform it pretending it's off the cuff. I mean... Why is any of this... This is what I mean about... And I've been showing you this week after week. Comedians, they're deleting posts. They're banning people. They're filing face copyright claims. They're doing lies like this. They're having their material... Why is this not protested? It seems like
this Reddit hates them.
Well, yeah, every Reddit
These are like fans that hate that show.
Every Reddit hates their host. Every Reddit hates their host. I mean, but it seems like every week...
They Reddit white power, Zeke Heil.
Yes, every week you can get away with more and more, and it seems like what happens is like, okay, for instance, Brian Redband files a false copyright claim. He gets away with it. And then Brendan Schwab, let's pretend, Brendan Schwab goes, hey, he filed it. He didn't get any backlash. I'll file it too. That's an easy way to shut down Detract. And then everyone starts doing it. Because there's no consequence. First of all, we don't have time to do a consequence. I'm sure people hate this, but what are we going to do? So it's almost like one comedian does something bad, and then they realize, I got away with it. And then their comedian friend sees that, and they go, well, that was bad, but nobody actually cared, so I might as well do it. So I'll do it. And then it keeps escalating. And before you know it, the whole world's a sham. Everyone's just got an ad. Everything's a fake fucking lie. And the only people who care is us, and then they call us SJWs for calling it out. I mean, really, you're seeing this with everything. The influencer game is the same way. They do one thing. Oh, they're doing this. It's just a fake ad. And then they go, oh, well, no one cared. I'll do a fake ad.
The detail on those champions, though.
Exactly. So there's no more shame anymore. Nobody is penalized or punished for any of this stuff. So why would you even care? There's no consequence. Let's see what people are saying. I'm glad to hear the real story. You know, it used to be there would be a consequence. Or here's one for you. When an artist was caught lip syncing, it was the end of the world.
Have you guys ever seen the Lizzie McGuire movie?
If you were at an award show,
can I give you a quick funny side note?
I would love it. Yeah.
Big J Okerson, whenever he refers to the phenomenon of lip syncing, he says, "Yeah, I hate that they were lip singing on that show."
Singing.
He says lip singing. I'm always
million people do that.
I go, lip syncing.
A million people do. There's another big one that people do all the time. They old timers disease. They say
instead of Alzheimer's.
What's another one? There's one more that's just like that where they always pronounce it wrong. But you know, back in the day, if you were caught lip syncing on SNL or at an award show, you were done. You were Milli Vanilli. You were toast. And now that's common practice to lip sync.
Now, if you say that person was lip syncing, everyone will go, yeah, well, they're dancing. Well, that's what they do. Everybody does
and
that.
If you go, wow, this guy's like scamming for ad money, they go, yeah, well, how do you expect him to make a living? And it's so amazing.
It's a degradation of culture and anything.
Yeah.
We're living
but I
in
feel like
times.
I don't get held. I get held to a much harsher standard. If I all of a sudden started doing bullshit ads, everyone would quit listening to the show.
I don't think that you even get held to a harsher standard. I think that you just hold yourself to a higher standard, so you're held to it. So
maybe
either way, you can't do it. You know what I mean?
Everyone else seems to be, no matter what they do, if you call it out, you're jealous, and that person's fine. It doesn't make any sense anymore. People used to get flamed for doing bad things. Nobody is flamed anymore. You could have a fan base. You could be a rapist and have a fan base still. You could do whatever you want.
You can fuck children and be the Prince of England.
Everyone could have a fan base. There's no canceling. Nobody actually gets canceled unless you submit to it. You would do whatever you want and people will still be a fan. I find that to be disgusting.
Where's K-Frag? Somebody asked. Right behind Mike, where he always is.
Yeah, he's right there. He's staring at me through the little glass block.
Right there, guys. Where else would he be?
So it's all bad. Everything is fake. It's all bad. And nobody's going to hold... And by the way, like everyone's like... Even the people that are mad about that are only mad at Brendan. You should be mad at Theo equally. Theo is right there. The teleprompter's right in his eyes, but people like Theo, so they're like... Brendan, what the hell? What do you mean, Brendan, what the hell? Obviously, they're both fucking doing it. What do you think? Only Brendan's on the teleprompter and Theo is being legit?
It's the same way with Opie and Anthony. They hated each other, did a show for years.
Yeah.
And everybody hated Opie at the beginning, but it was just as much Anthony.
So,
I'm not
to me, that alone should be enough to end their show. It won't. Nobody gives a fuck. And that to me is a shame. It's a real shame. You can't end anybody anymore.